morning, Nigerians. Today we are shining our spotlight on everyday people who keep our nation moving.
Patients, they may not make the headlines, but their sweat and dedication build the backbone of our society.
That's so right, Sule. From the artisans on the streets, farmers in the farms, the nurses in the wards, heroes, them all working assiduously on the daily, often unacknowledged, often uncelebrated.
Stay with us as we celebrate the strength, the sacrifice of the Nigerian worker. My name is Suleiman Babaji Usman. It's always a pleasure to have you join us on Weekend Deal.
They do this daily. It's a service, it's a silent sacrifice, and it shows love for community and nation. Today, we highlight this and more. My name is Thelma Obaze. A warm welcome to Weekend Deal, and we are live on the Nigerian Television Authority, the NTA.
Absolutely, and so today we welcome you to this special program of Weekend Deal in celebration of our unsung hero of labor. Let us honor them together. I am Patience Eloyi Abba. It is your favorite weekend show, Weekend Deal.
Deal. He knows that yesterday was Workers' Day, and he says today it will be a phenomenal experience. So all the workers, please take your flowers. Diaries really need all out for you today on the show. And it's great to have you as we celebrate the unsung heroes. Not all heroes wear capes. Some wear aprons, some wear helmets, some wear tired smiles. Even our farmers have their equipment with them. often unacknowledged, often uncelebrated. Today on Weekend Deal is going to be different, and we urge you to walk right in to this package with us where we're celebrating all those behind the scenes. We'll take off first with the resilient teacher. Let's see this.
What is the full meaning of M?
In classrooms across Sokoto, the sound of learning continues to grow stronger. Rows of young students sit with curiosity and hope, their eyes fixed on the future. Over time, there have been steady improvements. Learning environments are gradually becoming more supportive, and teachers now receive their salaries with greater consistency. Yet, beyond these changes, one thing has remained constant: the resilience of the teacher.
You go to any city, you meet a teacher. You go to any country, you meet a teacher. You go down into the dungeon, you meet your students there.
Malam Tahir is one of many, a public school teacher whose commitment goes far beyond routine. Each day, he walks into his classroom with purpose: to educate, to guide, and to inspire.
Teacher has passion in learning. That passion in learning, that is what makes him to be teaching despite the challenges.
The challenges are real: limited teaching materials, overcrowded classrooms, occasional gaps in resources. But Malam Tahir does not stop. Instead, he adapts, he improvises, he finds ways to make learning meaningful.
Although the conditions are difficult, but still the teacher has hope that he will produce a good citizen.
What drives teachers like him is not simply the system, but a deep personal commitment to shaping lives.
There's a saying that says, teacher's reward is in heaven then. But I personally believe that teacher's reward is right from this earth. Because those students you trained, those students you taught, before you even they start doing something for themselves, you meet a lot of them on the road. The good ones will know your value and start giving you that respect.
I involve myself into teaching for me to deliver, because there is a saying, the best of you is he who people benefit from. When you are educated, definitely you are everything, because knowledge is everything, and delivering it is everything.
A quiet determination to make a difference, and no matter the consequences. And then there are the moments that makes it all worthwhile. Former students return, grown, confident, and successful. They come back with gratitude, carrying stories of how a teacher once believed in them when it mattered most. These moments are powerful reminders that impact cannot always be measured in the present, but it endures.
I've met people in Udut who are nurses, who are doctors, who have forgotten. On my sick bed, or when I carry my children there, you see them coming and say, you didn't remember me in Army Day, you didn't remember me in Dengue, you didn't remember me. And you see, they attend to me very well.
When we visited one of our principals, we told him, sir, we come to appreciate what you did to us. Do you know that he shed tears?
Behind every success story, there is a teacher who chooses to care, a teacher who stayed committed, not because it was easy, but because it mattered. In classrooms across Sokoto, teachers like Malam Tahir continue to stand strong, guided by resilience, driven by purpose, and dedicated to shaping the future one child at a time.
One child at a time. communities, the classroom is actually the first point of call where the shape, where the future generations shape begin to take, stands, because that is the very beginning where they begin to think about who they want to become and all of that. But really make a whole lot of sacrifice. It goes beyond the timetable, beyond the chalkboard and all of that. And that's why we continue to celebrate them, because we definitely are their products. Well, let's introduce our first guest, and incidentally, he happens to be a teacher. He is nicknamed Mr. Calculus, and of course, his real name is Mr. Nebife Samuel Chimeze. He's a mathematics teacher.
You're welcome to Weekend Deal. I like how you smiled. There's something about NTA, right? Yeah. This one will do our things. Yes. Okay, Mr. Calculus, a lot of us didn't like our mathematics teacher. We're going to have that conversation today. But Mr. Calculus is not alone. There's a very beautiful lady here. She is Mrs. Agbenu Esther Ojobo, a civil servant. Welcome.
Thank you so much.
Welcome to Weekend Deal.
Thank you.
You look amazing. You look amazing. And I'll say happy Workers' Day to both of you.
Thank you.
Thelma, will you start our conversation?
Okay, and it's going to be quite an interesting one, I must say. I like the way Patience was celebrating our civil servant. First of all, she's a sister. She's Patience's sister. But today we are all sisters and blood siblings today, because each day we diligently pull out all we got to ensure that Nigeria continues to grow and develop. True. That's why we are keen. So leave that Benue thing on one side. Okay, let's start with Mr. Calculus. Mr. Calculus, it's great to have you here. And I think our kids are doing better than we were.
Yes.
Why, for any reason, do we just have this? Why don't many people like maths? or has it changed now?
Mathematics is very interesting, very nice subject. And in my area where I teach or where I lecture, I'm creating a lot of impact to ensure that mathematics becomes easier to students across the nation. So maths is something of continuous process. You don't drop your mathematics and then go your way. After 2 weeks, you bring it. No, it can't work that way. You must visit maths every day. If you are giving other subjects 1 hour, in terms of when you are reading, you give mathematics 2 hours or 3 hours plus. And then it is continuous every day, like as we are hungry. Every time I'm hungry, every time you must be hungry, you must love that mass. Then the mass will love you back.
I see the hunger and patience.
No. I'm just imagining thank God I'm out of school, because if I had this conversation at that time, maybe I would have fainted mathematics. With that, if there's more rain, we'll be praying that the math teacher does not come. And you math teachers, whether there's rain or whether there is storm,
They're always on time.
they are coming. Where are you always coming? Can't you miss one lecture?
and by the way, if the director, please, if you can hear me, I think I want Thelma very close to me here, because I don't know.
Please come.
Thelma, just come and have your seat.
So is missing you.
I don't want to be stretching to try to look at your face. Just come here, sit close to me. All right. All right. Now that we have this settled. Nice. Let's come back to you. I know you look very beautiful, very nice. When your profile was on, we were wondering, is she actually a civil servant? You understand? Because we know that despite the years of service, some civil servants are still struggle. And I'm trying to understand, why is that?
Well, thank you very much. The struggle is a personal thing. Because no matter the platform that is presented, if you don't accept your situation and work on the resources available and ensure that it is enough for you, no matter what you're given, you still struggle. So I think it's a personal thing, it's a mentality thing, and then people are refusing to accept. They have labeled civil service as a grassroots kind of job, and so from that, there is nothing you can make out of it. But for some of us, we have really accepted it. We are okay with it. We think it's a good thing. And so we are working with whatever the government or is able to provide for us. And then you realize that that acceptance gives you all you need to strive.
And then behind this, you actually said that the present government has been kind to you.
Because I want to go there, Mrs. Esther. Yes. Do you think that the Nigerian civil servant, okay, let me generalize a bit, worker is underappreciated? Do you think we are appreciated enough for what we do?
Yeah, well, we underappreciation is a relative term.
Okay, I like this.
So there are times where the government will still try, and it looks like it's not enough because we always want more. You understand? So yes, to a reasonable extent, I think we have been appreciated because there's a lot of improvement that have gone on from previous time. All right. So, and I believe that it's a work in progress. Okay. It cannot be done once. So the government is making effort. We see the effort, you know, we see the improvement, and so we believe that yes, the appreciation to a reasonable extent, yes, and then there's room for more. I believe.
I like that phrase she used, a work in progress.
Yes.
Work in progress, walk to in progress. You know, I'm happy that you're speaking this way because Nigerians all over the world are tapping. What we need to see is people who are vibrant and missed it all. And we're tapping into your vibrance and your vigor. So thanks for sharing.
Indeed. Thanks for sharing. It's always amazing to see a civil servant who feels appreciated. It's refreshing. Now, from the teacher who nurtures dreams in the classroom to the technicians, the artisans who are building our nation one building at a time, to the farmers who are ensuring that there is food on our table despite all the challenges they are facing. It is time for us to look at the farmers critically. What are their challenges? How are they surmounting it? How are they ensuring that we get a balanced diet? The farmer who farms his nest and is by Gloria.
From the dry plains of the north to the fertile valleys of the middle belt, from the riverbanks of the east to the vast farmlands of the west, millions of farmers rise with the sun before the market opens, before the roads fill, before the cities stir. He has already begun his day. He is feeding the nation. They walk the land with simple tools, guided by knowledge passed down through generations. They understand the soil, the seasons, the silence before the rain, and the uncertainty that comes with every planting. Because farming is labor, it is risk.
My day start on the farm 4:30 to 6:30 on farm. And farming generally has never been easy. If you are into it, you know what I'm saying. Many constraints in terms of financial stability, manpower, climatic conditions, and all that, to mention few. Even cost of buying some of our farming products in the market are very expensive too. And farm too has even dropped. The products are no more even encouraging to be farmer.
Unpredictable weather, rising costs, pests and disease, limited access to modern equipment and finance. Yet, despite it all, they keep going. Before the first car horn echoes through the streets, before the first shop opens its doors, before the first meal is served, their work is already in motion. Every grain of rice, every basket of tomatoes, every loaf of bread, it all begins with them. These challenges don't just belong to the farmer. They affect every Nigerian. The price of food, the strength of our economy, the cost of transporting the produce, insecurity haunting citizens. The future of our nation affects their productivity.
I would say time factor again. Time accessibility, if I meet up to the market timing, most times the day would have been gone. Or what I have to do, I will harvest now and take it to market the next day. But in some of my crops now, they need fresh harvesting. I still have some vegetables too that I need to cut down money to meet up markets. I have cassava, I have tubers of yam, I have maize and the likes.
He may not wear a suit. He may not sit behind a desk. But his hands build modern crops. They sustain families. They power communities. They feed a nation. And every single day, without recognition, without rest, he feeds millions.
He may not wear suits. Oftentimes, farmers definitely are not suited up. But they are feeding everybody in suits. Yeah. They are feeding everybody in high fashion. They are feeding everybody in Nigeria. And today we also celebrate and highlight the intense and immense contribution of the entire agriculture value chain. There's a reason why the resilient teacher can go into calculus and do books. He's eating well. There's a reason why our dear sister here is smiling and she's so lit. She's eating well. So they're taking second, third, and fourth to add to the first. It's because it's well fed. Perito, the reason why your legs are crossed and you are lit, you are well fed. So we celebrate the entire agricultural value chain. Kudos to you.
Yes. Okay. Let's say you don't chop plenty food this morning.
The minute you walked in, you changed the narrative. Okay, but let me just talk to our maths teacher. Let me say one very short phrase. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you for striving to change the narrative in spite of the unwillingness. I saw Patience running behind the chair now. She was waiting for you to rain. It didn't rain and you came. Thank you for all you're doing for us and by association for our children. Yeah. Okay, you said something that is so key, is that with mathematics, you don't learn today and come again in a week's time. Many of us did that. You read your maths when it's time for maths in class. And if you don't do any rehearsal, like many of us did not do, when you come the next time, even the one you learned that last time, you've forgotten. So I'm learning now that it's possible not to like maths, but to ace it. So tell us, when those thoughts come to your mind, calculus, you want to, this is tough now, because it is tough. What do we tell ourselves? What is that thing that we keep on going? Not everyone may come in contact with Mr. Calculus. Some people are working with other teachers and other students, learning in groups. What do we tell ourselves when the going gets tough? And we know we want to ace it.
For the area of the students to perform better in mathematics, right?
Yes. Yes.
Good. You know, like I said before, mathematics have been a very sweet subject.
You've changed your terminology now.
Yeah.
It's now sweet.
It's sweet. It's when you develop your mind and then you will now get it right. Currently now I have discovered, I wrote a book in mathematics, several. I discovered that even the students find it difficult to go and open maths textbook. So I'm trying to factor out again what is the next step for these children, apart from reading the textbook. What is the next step? So I came up with what we call mathematical signboard. Mathematical signboard is because when you know formulas in maths, I think you have solved the 50% problem. Because when you know how to apply, when you get the formula, apply and then evaluate. And then I've been doing it, some schools have been doing it, is there in Apo, Federal Government Boys College, Gariki. The mathematics, so when you see it, it will now echo in your mind always. As you pass through that place, you are seeing the formula, it will echo in your mind, and then you are learning it. And then other principal directors in different countries, although I'm working towards to the ministry, if they can make it nationwide, all the unity school can have it. It's very interesting. You can go and verify. King's College sent money yesterday, King's College, for me to do their own. So
do their own means?
As to,
are you creating innovative
yes, I'm creating
methods of learning?
Yes.
For the students?
For the students.
Methodology.
Yes, it's part of learning. Because if you know formulas from all the formulas for your level, you have solved the problem. So it's there, it stands as a signboard, but it's not ordinary signboard. It's ATV plastic mirror. It's there, 6 by 4. It stands in the school for Uye, for Apo. In all the schools, Sokoto Principal, I've done that. Zaria, I've done it. I'm doing it for King's College.
This gives you pleasure, doesn't it?
No.
How do you feel?
No, I feel good. I feel good, and the students are happy. They are happy. Every minute in my office, students are coming, trying to relate with me. And I'm very open for them, because when I step them close, they'll have that joy. I don't shout. I shout, but everything is shout and then bring them back.
Interesting. The innovation of the Nigerian worker, we go above and beyond. So it is time for us to say thank you to every teacher who explained twice and 3 times and 4 times, because not everybody will get you at the same time. For that teacher that will stay behind, because that child is not getting it, and believing in that child even when nobody did, we say thank you. To my mommy who was a teacher, Mommy, thank you. We love you all. Today we celebrate you. Now I will come to you, my sister Agbenu. I call you Agbenu, I'm paralyzing on national TV.
Thank you.
Of course we are. Allow me paraphrase.
Absolutely. You are my sibling, math teacher.
We are Nigerians. We are siblings.
But we talk about the Nigerian civil servant, whether we like it or not. Of course, some will do better than others, but we do know that a whole lot of Nigerian civil servants are feeling frustrated. They're not happy where they are. That's the truth. But do you think that we too as civil servants, we are not innovative? Like here he is doing, what do you call that thing? A signboard?
Mathematical signboard.
Mathematical
formulas
signboard.
And shape.
Do you think that the thing about getting other streams of income, we're not pursuing it enough? Could it be the reason why a whole lot of us are not really happy the way we are, or we're not as ingenious as creating other things apart from going to work at 9 and closing at 5, as the case is? What do you think is our problem as civil servants in this country?
Okay, thank you very much. I think our problem as civil servants in this country is over expectation. Seriously, it's over expectation. I know that a lot of people are going to have a problem with whatever I'm saying right now, but let's call it spade a spade. Okay. There were times where the situation was worse than this. That's what I said earlier, and that's what I'm still saying. I see a lot of improvement, but we are not appreciative because we want everything at once, Then back to your point, which is exploring other options aside civil service. The civil service does not give us the opportunity to do other side jobs. So I don't know if you're talking about...
No, but you see, they're encouraging us to even farm. And now it's not like before again. They're taking civil servants. You can have multiple stream of income. But how many civil servants are taking advantage of it? Are we taking enough advantage of it? Or are we just sitting down? And that's why we are where we are.
We are not taking enough advantage of it. I can tell you for a fact, because I work with the government. And of course you appreciated my profile and all, and maybe the way I look. It's probably because I have been able to get 1 or 2 funds from my government job to also venture into 1 or 2 other side activities, so I believe we are not exploring that option enough. So when the pay comes, a lot of us just want to squander it. We have bills, we have bills waiting, and so we just spend it, and that's all. Then before you know, the month has not gone anywhere, and the fund you have available to you is done. Again, when we close, what do we do with the side time? A lot of us just close and go back home to sleep, but there's still time. It's only the government job that gives us opportunity of time a little bit. Yes. If you work with private organizations like the bank, you know that you don't have the luxury of time. And so you can't live there and do any other thing tangible. But with the government work, at least that is a major bonus. You can still leave the office, depending on how close you are to your office, and still run around. Like his opportunity and the things he's been mentioning as a mathematics teacher. That job can be done alongside government work. Preparing billboards for children that can help them to understand mathematics better is something you can sit at home in the evening and weekend teaching, you know, if you have, because the government have provided us with a lot of opportunities, like you must not do a particular course to work with them. As a teacher, he can still work, like I did education, but I work with the government, not in an education sector. So if I close from my 9 to 5, after executing all of my assignment, I still have time to pursue one or two things in the evening and then at the weekend. So yeah, if we seize this opportunity well enough, we'll have them. You know, when you're talking about how appreciated people are, most people just focus on the funds and the money and some other welfare. But beyond that, giving us time to close at a particular time, you know, is enough. The leave that we have, you have 1 month leave. You can do 18 or 2 with it. You know, I don't know.
It's good what you're saying, and then sometimes I wonder where technology comes in to make your work easier, because oftentimes the civil service is often accused of a lot of a slow system, bureaucracy, and all of that. He's talking about a new innovative way of doing things, and he has formula, like mathematics generally has formulas to help you solve, you know, certain issues. Why have we find it difficult, especially in the civil service, that up till now we find it difficult to execute tasks early enough in good time?
Execute as early enough. Well, tasks.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we all know that one of the challenges we have in this country is the database system, the technology. Yeah, we mention it, we are pursuing it, we want to digitalize everything, but you and I know that when the chiefs are down, it's actually not working, and it's a major problem. Like in Nigeria, we still have a lot of organizations moving around with files, you know, and that is a lot of waste of time. You know, these are things that ordinarily with the technology in vogue, you can just quickly settle. Like he's talking about now, the billboard will solve a lot of time issue. A child is walking by, I can relate. He's seen 1 or 2 formulas, you know, and he's able to quickly grab instead of going to open the textbook, which is time consuming. So the system, there's a problem, which I cannot just tell here, but I know that if we can improve on the technology and actually use it, not to improve online and then go back to base and not use it, because I know a lot of organizations, they have moved in machines, they have tried to digitalize things, but it's still not working. You know, it's still not working. I went to an organization recently trying to pursue an information, and unfortunately, they were sending me from one office to the other and giving me file to move around. And I'm like, in Nigeria, in 20, you understand? Something one person can just sit on a system, and so yeah, it's time wasting. Okay. You know, so it's an area that the government really needs to look into and work on. If we can solve our database and digital issues, like sincerely, I know that I would have solved that problem like 60%.
But the government needs us, these great workers, all those who gathered yesterday nationwide to celebrate Workers' Day. They need us to make it work. They bring in the machines. Who is going to operate the machines? Our mindset, in many cases, needs to change. To show you're hardworking doesn't mean you have to do one task for 1 week. Exactly. You can do it in 1 hour and get your accolades. Okay, so give it up for workers. Yay! Tell those who are fine-tuning digitization like we are at the NTA. For us to talk like this and be in joy, we must be in health. So we're celebrating all the nurses, all the medical professionals, the doctors, all of the pharmacists as well, who are working behind the scenes to ensure that Nigerians are in health, and the entire medical value chain. NTA Ado-Ekiti is talking about lifeline, that lifeline in scrubs, that is. Take it from here.
Health, they say, is wealth, and this goes to underscore the importance of good health for all. Providing healthcare services is a complex process that involves facilities, medicine, and qualified personnel. However, there are some very diligent, committed, and enthusiastic medical personnel who give all that it takes to ensure that their patients, and by extension, the members of the society, are well taken care of. One of such unique health practitioners is a young medical doctor. Dr. Faith Mba is a medical officer whose compassionate health and humanitarian services have been extensive and revolutionary. Based in Ikere Ekiti, Ekiti State, she has been the only doctor in the medical facility where she works, thereby working on many occasions from morning till midnight and sometimes 3 days in a row without setting eyes on her apartment.
We've had several deliveries that at the end, the women came back with their family and gifted us. And we've had people gift us food stuff. We've had some want to offer monetary, but usually we don't accept monetary. But we've had people want to, gift us and also desire to also gift us more.
Aside being the only doctor on ground at the St. Peter's Anglican Specialist Hospital in Ikere Ekiti, she has warmed herself into the hearts of the people of the community by her dedicated services. In fact, she has been instrumental in rescuing several patients from the fangs of death.
We've had cases where we nursed a patient who was at the point of death. In fact, initially everybody thought this woman is gone. She's an elderly woman, came with hypertension, came with diabetes, was also in coma. In fact, she came with complications of diabetes and her BP was also spiking. Now imagine treating these two things. She also had constipation and other complications of these conditions. We nursed her back to life and the family, they were excited, they were happy. So we've had not one, not two, we've had many cases of patients, even the family have lost. We had a case where the family wanted us to just leave her, let her go. Just leave her, let her go. But because it's a hospital, we are here to treat patients. We had to nurse this woman. She came back to life.
Driven by unquantifiable passion for impacting the society, she single-handedly renovated a ward at the primary health center in Ikere Ekiti, a move adjudged by many as uncommon and highly commendable.
I also decided to help them with the delivery ward specifically. While the government is taking care of the other issues in the center, I could do something as well in the center, especially for that delivery ward that I wasn't happy about. And I wanted us to give them not just the basics that would have been given to every health center or done by the government. I wanted to give them something better, expand the place. So we went ahead to do that. We expanded the place so the place can take 2 deliveries comfortably, and now an extra corner for mother care, that's kangaroo mother care, and also an extra corner for the baby resuscitation, which was not there before.
In addition to her usual multifaceted services at the hospital, she has been embarking on medical outreaches to schools and markets, sensitizing students on healthy living and career counseling, as well as advocacy for good hygiene in the markets.
My future is bright. My purpose is clear.
Without missing words, this young lady, Dr. Faith Mba, a very large-hearted medical officer serving her father's land, has demonstrated uncommon commitment and ingenuity in her job, especially against the background that all the way from Abia State, she has made Ikere Ekiti and its environment a community. Through medical practice, she is one officer clearly promoting unity in diversity.
need a friend.
Amazing. Amazing.
Look, your voice now. Don't hurry. If you need a friend,
Call me.
Call you.
Call me. Call me.
Call you.
Yeah. Okay. I know. At some point we're all going to go to the studio, but right now this song, you're too much, because this song is very, very important, especially as we celebrate Nigerian workers, because sometimes we need somebody to lean on, some pillar of support. And talking about that, sometimes you realize that the Nigerian worker is going through a lot, especially this mental health and all of that. What needs to happen in order to, stabilize our mental health, especially as we interact with the day-to-day struggles?
Are you asking the maths teacher?
Yes, Mr. Calculus.
How are you safeguarding your mental health?
Yes,
How do you think we should too?
As a Nigerian worker,
Because sometimes
challenges.
things get so daunting, different issues, and it's tough to manage.
Nice question. Like my sister said before, after our work as a government workers, you should find one or two to add, because the money we are receiving as government workers are too poor. If I come to the area of teachers, I don't know whether there is a question that will come before them.
Go ahead, answer it, and I'll go to another question.
The teachers are uncelebrated heroes. Our payment is very, you can't even do anything with it. If actually we depend on government salary as a teacher, when you are teaching in a classroom, like my student, sometimes I'll ask them, who wants to be a teacher here? Nobody. So if you are not a teacher in your generation,
who is going to teach the next generation?
No, because teachers are builders of the nation.
Yes.
Their life changes, they change lives. They are the ones who make you to be a doctor, barristers, engineers,
even
ministers, every angle. And you are running from there. And nobody among all, how many students we have in Apo Boys? And nobody agreed to be a teacher. Why? One day I tried to ask them, so what is the problem? Are you saying that I'm too poor that you people are not copying?
I'm so sorry, I'm laughing. It's very important. What you're saying is very important, because behind every successful Nigerian is a teacher. We know that, but
behind everyone in the world
is a teacher.
And sadly, some of them certainly will look up to you to say, oh, this is what I want to become when I grow up. But they see the reality. Perhaps you're not giving them the vibe of who they want to be.
They want to drive Benz to work.
Yes.
They want to drive Benz to work. They want to
but where you're taking us to now, you left the mental health Sule was talking about. You hit it on the fact that you think mental health challenges are caused because people don't have. Okay, but that's your opinion. But now we are going forward. How can we make teaching more attractive for those coming up? Because some of them must teach. Whether they will do it willingly or they will do it somehow, they will teach. And they have the opportunity to teach in a digital fashion. They can do their own with a fizzy, like what we say in local parlance. They can add steez to their teaching. What do you think we as guardians can put in place, you as a teacher can put in place to encourage young people to be interested in passing on knowledge?
Yes. The question is very clear. Like I used to tell them in a class, it is not that you are a teacher, you fold off, you just stay like this, I'm a teacher. I'm trying to motivate them. Okay, look at me. I'm doing so many things. You see me in your classroom every day, because mathematics is every day. You see me every day. And after that, some hours I will be with you. I will go out there and make use of my brain. And that's why I have this, I have this, I have that. And from my teaching level, where all these big men you are seeing, I will get there. From the same teacher, I'm just trying to motivate them to accept to be a teacher if we have love with it. Because every student now, everybody is trying to, after school, let him make money. And so after school, and you end up to be a teacher. And if I introduce this madam as a medical doctor, introduce me as a teacher, your mindset will tell you your level of income. So Nigeria should appreciate the teachers.
Yeah,
do
absolutely.
something. The level we are in the teaching level is not encouraging.
Okay.
And that's why I'm encouraging every teachers. Add more value to yourself. It's not only to be teacher. Like me, I don't miss my lecture. In my I don't miss. I do my work so that I can get the blessing. So that anything I touch outside will bless. So I try motivate my students that teaching work is good. Any other professionals is okay. Whatever God want to place you, even if you are a medical doctor, if you check medical doctor, there's some teachers that are doing well more than them. So it's a personal, how you push.
How you put things together.
So I'm encouraging the Nigerian government. They should waive teachers. They should bring teachers up. Their teachers are lowest paid. In fact, if I tell you what is my appointment letter in 2019, when the work was given to me, place me on level 8, I cannot even afford paying my school fees of my kids. I can't pay the school fees for them. How much is it? That time was placed on 56. And when you multiply 56 by 12, you're having 600 plus. Can 600 plus buy a land for government? For government? Can you build for a year? So, so there is a guy, we graduated at the same level. This guy was opportune to appoint as power and water supply in government, Anambra State. Today, we are not in the same line. He's making sentence with money.
Okay, that's a new one. That's a new one. He's making sentences.
No, I say, even if I call now, it doesn't pick call.
It's okay.
But the good thing is that you have fulfilled what you like.
Exactly. Yes, I'm trying my best to reach, and I will cross him.
You will cross it. You will cross it, and we get there. And what again? Today's show is all about thank you. Our unsung heroes, they are really celebrated, they are really applauded. But trust me, if they stop, the nation stops. And that's why we can do today, we are celebrating them. It is time for us to go on the break. Don't go away, keep celebrating them.
From Odox to happiness to burn. You like me, I see me. From Odox to baby, I see to burn. You like my people suffer. Then they pray for blessing. You like my people they pray for blessing, for better living. You darling, you need to know, you need Adura, lole, say oh, call on daddy, Uraba, Shuni Babela, Oda, are you feeling it tonight? This thing got me thinking God for life. sí mọ́ ìlà o. Mo ti sọ fún pé fàájì tẹ́lẹ̀ lápá. Ẹ bá mi sọ fún bèbè mọ́ ìlà o. Mo ti sọ fún pé mílíkì tẹ́lẹ̀ lápá. Bèbí tàwa ó mọ́ ìlà o. Ọmọ yẹn ṣe mí bèbí mi dá. Dúró tàwa ó bèbí sáyà.
Dare has got company. We celebrate you all. You are making it sun. You're bringing sunshine to the studio, not rain. You're bringing sunshine. Yes. And we love you absolutely for this. You know, these entertainers have an advantage. They can't be unsung heroes. They are visible. They are singing and they are visible.
From dancing to the beat, they call their names. They call their names.
And we celebrate them, absolutely. Yes. They make it worth the while. Yes. A good thing we know that music touches us in different places. And one good thing that music does, mental health challenge. Music they help now, Suli. They say if you sit down, calm, enjoy good music. That's the way they do for very string keys
changes your mood immediately.
And these artisans, we want to celebrate today in a very special way, but we urge you, take us into consideration now. Artisans, the mechanics, the plumbers, you know, all of you that come and work in our homes and our cars. Do it right, so we can celebrate you even more. Well, Christian Paus have been unrelenting. Say the artisan on the street need to be recognized and celebrated. Christy, take it from here, Joe.
They are the first ones we call when things break, and the last ones we thank when things work. They don't sit in glass offices, but their sweat is the mortar between the bricks of our nation. Today we salute the artisans, the hands that build Nigeria.
At first, when it does start, it looks difficult. But any work you enjoy doing, it's not difficult. So far you love doing it. And there will be challenges, but it's not difficult. You continue doing it. I know how much I make for myself. And so it has been good for me, and I pray to go higher than this.
A 20-year-old mechanic has kept the wheels of commerce turning. In a country where public transport is a lifeline, Musa's ability to resurrect a dead engine is not just a job, it's a vital service. Without him, the morning commute stands still.
I finished my secondary school. There's no way to further my education. That's why I joined it. Instead of me to be all those kind of bad boys doing here around, that's why I joined the technician. And by God's grace, I learned the work. I finished the work. Turned to master of myself. Since then, I have many boys working under me. I have many boys work under me. So to be an artist, I'm very, very happy to be an artist. No, it's not a magic. It's something that you learn. So for me now, if I start motor now and raise it now, I know see yes, this what is wrong, this what is bad, because I'm in the work on more than 30 years, so I know left and right of the car. Just like a doctor. Your doctor go now to you say, go and do labs, go and do this, go and do this, there will no medicine to give you, just like mechanic also be. So if I start motor now, test it, I will not say yes, this is what is wrong with the car.
But it's not all smooth sailing. Despite the essential roles, artisans face a wall of invisibility. No formal pension schemes, no health insurance, and an income that fluctuates with the rhythm of the economy.
My challenges now is equipment. You know, our work is large. We have many machines, not even these ones. We have like print machine, lathe machine, rebar, polishing machine, etc. We have many. So the challenge is, if I have enough money to buy all those machines, I can be able to have more people that I can train. But because of I don't have complete workshop, and my power is not to buy all those things, because we are talking about millions of naira, not even thousands.
The welder, the stylist, the bricklayer, the tailor, they are all the backbone of Nigerian spirit. Look around your home. Everything you see was likely touched by the rough, skilled, and tireless hands of an artisan. They are the unsung heroes of our labor.
Well, interesting, that one there, of course, the artisans, you know, they're actually the backbone of our economy as well. And then I know different people have their issues with some artisans in terms of meeting up with the timing, the charges, doing the work well and all of that. But today it's not about fault finding. It's all about celebration, celebrating the effort you have been putting in your art. And of course, look at this beautiful studio. Trust me, without the artisans, it will not come alive. And I also tell you about some group of people. Of course, we have one of them, or two of them rather, in the studio who are civil servants. We are also civil servants, I must say. We work around the clock to ensuring that the government policies, come to life, but oftentimes you don't see them. So this very feature focuses on civil servants.
Finally.
There is a group often overlooked, but absolutely vital to the growth and smooth functioning of government. Every government is powered not by speeches, but by dedicated civil servants. They are the quiet engine of the government. Who then is a civil servant in a ministry of public administration?
He is someone who has been employed to work as a government official within the context of the civil service. That is who you refer to as a civil servant who works to implement government policy, who is being promoted hierarchically from one step into another by virtue of, for example, an examination, who also moves from one point to another within the hierarchy for a period of stipulated number of years, and is also done through the process of promotions. That's a civil servant.
What role does a clerk play in processing documents and managing records to ensure smooth running of affairs?
They are regarded as the engine room of any MDA because they are the ones who are custodians of documents, files, and equally they relate closely with other civil servants that may come in that works within and outside the MDA. So clerical officers performs critical duties. They handle correspondence for their superior officers. They ensure memos and letters are typed and dispatched appropriately. So they carry out really critical role in MDAs.
The sanitation workers who provide essential services to the administration help maintain a healthy and conducive environment for work to achieve the set goals.
For an MDA to have a healthy workforce, they need to have a clean environment. So sanitation workers play a very vital role in ensuring the health and wellness of the environment and also the staff that works in those ministries. So they are very important, and particularly for the health sector, sanitation workers who are more regarded as environmental health officers play a key role in ensuring that the environment within which they work in are kept clean and managed well for effective running of the office activities.
Despite their dedication, many civil servants face many challenges.
Some are personal to them, and within the personal, we're talking about individual basis. Some are organizational, okay, that are defined by what is beyond the scope of a civil servant. For example, today, coping with new trends in technology can be a challenge in the sense that it requires speed, it requires continuous updating of your skills at every point in time. Today, it's no longer the simple IT skills that are required to run or to build somebody within the context of today's world. Today, people are talking about artificial intelligence. So you see, within the context of hierarchy within the civil service, coping with that large number and getting people to be ready and up to date in that chain of command in the civil service, that's what you define as bureaucracy. How do flow of processes, how do they operate within the context of what? Public service. That's what you refer to as bureaucracy.
Civil servants remain the backbone of government, working quietly behind the scenes to keep systems functioning and services reaching the general public. Despite challenges being faced, they provide service to the people with dignity and pride.
Welcome back. It is Weekend Deal, your favorite show on TV. You see, I'm going to introduce a guest that will make me stand up from my seat and walk towards the dining table. I know a lot of you say that, Patience, you're a foodie, you like food, but this guest did something remarkable for the Nigerian workers. Let's go to her. You're welcome to Weekend Deal. You did something yummy for the Nigerian workers. Thank you so much. Her name is Chiamaka Agunane. Let's see her profile, then we can dig in. Thank you so much. Tell us what is this about?
Okay. This is a beautiful cake. As you can see, it's written Heroes of Our Labor.
Oh.
Happy Workers' Day 2026. It's all about the heroes of our labor. Yesterday we celebrated the Workers' Day, and Nigerian workers are selfless. They're not just selfless, they are very hardworking. In fact, in every sphere of life, Nigerian workers are dedicated to their call and everything. So in celebrating them, I wanted to do this cake, this beautiful cake with the heroes of our labor, because indeed they are truly heroes of our labor. That's what the cake is all about, the Nigerian workers on Workers' Day 2026.
Okay. So are you an entrepreneur working on your own?
Yes,
okay.
I'm an entrepreneur,
okay.
And I also have a job too.
Oh, you are combining?
Yes, I work and I also do my entrepreneurship business.
Okay, before I let you go, a lot of us are looking for another stream of income. What is the challenge of working and doing your business? How are you coping with that?
They'll find it during your papers. Working and doing business is, I can say, is hectic, but with determination,
See the height difference.
there is nothing one cannot achieve. And proper planning, when you plan your schedule and everything, combining a 9 to 5 with a baking business is very tedious.
Once you learn,
but over the years, I've learned to maximize my time, my business, and my job combined together, so as to earn a living.
And then when you see the money, it makes it better, Abby.
Yes.
When the cash, when the alert.
Income comes in, the alert. I say, oh, thank you, God.
Oh, thank you so much.
My labor are finally paid off.
I'm loving that. And I'm sure Sule is also thanking God. What do you, I see with your papers?
Yes, I actually wanted to ask her what's a very quick advice to, young entrepreneurs who want to go into baking business, really.
Okay. So
very quickly.
Okay, for young entrepreneurs who want to go into baking business.
Yes.
As the society we live in today, our youths, for instance, they just want to do something today and achieve the result today, which is not possible. It has to do with resilience. It has to do with determination. It has to do with you showing up every day for your business. There are days that you won't make sales. There are days that you will even feel like giving up. But you should always remember the reason why you started. You should always remember your goal, your mission, your vision. Because I believe every business person have a goal, a mission, and a vision. Like my vision is to curate beautiful cakes, mouth-watering savory cakes, satisfying taste buds 247 always. I don't know your vision as an entrepreneur. I don't know your mission, but whatever it is, always remember the reason why you started.
Nice.
That's my
mission is to look taller than you. I have not very short in my life.
In fact, hold on. Do you know one thing, Ba? I actually came to give you moral support.
Thank you.
Because this height is too much.
I cannot be short alone. Let's be together.
And by the way, I'm actually interested in the knife to see how it's gonna go down on the cake.
I thought you wanted papers.
But I will take my papers.
I'm going away.
Let me take you away from this height difference.
Was too much.
Please go and sit down. Go and sit down.
because we know how hard Nigerian workers work, how diligent they are, how assiduously they go in daily to ensure that Nigerians can boast of their country and take pride in all that exists here. Weekend Deal has chosen to celebrate them in a big way. And I hope you watched and enjoyed what we put together today, celebrating the medical professionals, celebrating the teachers, the artisans, the farmers, and everybody else. And of course, the public servants, just like we are. Well, we are the peak of our show. Just before we get to the joy is coming, let us get the final words from our amazing guests. One a resilient teacher and one an amazing public servant.
Okay.
I will start with our amazing public servant. Tell us your final words as we wrap up our show today.
Thank you very much. My final words will be one, to the government, soliciting their help in harmonizing the salary structure, because one of the problems we're having is the different pay range in the different category of civil servants. Because while we have a lot of people excited being a civil servant, we still have so many others that are crying at the background. One thing I saw in countries different from ours is the harmonization of salary structure.
Oh, nice.
You know, then the inclusion of the informal sector into the whole formality. Let's formalize them. Let's get them like there are a lot of people working down there. We're talking about unsung heroes. There are a good number of them that are not recognized, not even identified at all. You know, so we can do a little bit of inclusion. And then to our laborers, our civil servants, you know, we can do more. We can just try to improve in getting one or two other things outside the structure of the pay that is being given to us.
So that we can stay encouraged.
So that we can stay encouraged. And thank you very much for having me.
Great.
Thank you.
Mr. Calculos, calculate it right. Your final words on the show today. It's been a pleasure to have you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. My final advice for the teachers out there is for us to be more serious and be focused, because I strongly believe that if you love the kids, the students you are taking, there is so many blessings coming. It's not only for government money. There is so many blessings. I'm a living witness. I am already touched because the way I handle them, and I believe the prayers they are praying for me. But
Yes,
I'm talking to the government as well to encourage the teachers, because they are the, you know, there is no profession you can pass through without a teacher.
Yes. To encourage them in smiling at them.
To boost our, you understand what I'm saying? Our take home.
Wow.
You know, it's very important, so that look at the transportation change now because of the fuels goes up, and then the salary remains the way it is.
Okay, we'll leave it there. You made your point. Thank you so much, Mr. Calculos.
Thank you.
Madam
By
Cake.
smiling at them, I don't even understand.
Madam Cake, your final words, darling.
What I would like to say is, in whatever you do, be consistent in whatever you do. Be dedicated. And another thing is, the government should also help entrepreneurs. There are lots of Nigerian youths out there who have things who are very, very lucrative, who can create things with their hands. In fact, Nigerians are blessed.
Thank you so much, Chiamaka.
People.
Nigerians are indeed blessed. We are blessed people. Let's quickly take some of your messages. There are so many, but we can't take all for lack of time. Good morning, please. The government should please increase teacher salary. At least the lowest level should be paid 500,000. When this is done, the people will have passion for the profession. Say, hi, my name is Pirais. Thank you so much. I love the show. I thank you for all you do. Okay, and then let me take the final one. A civil servant is an individual employed by the government to provide services to the civilian population. Thank you for that definition. You've made. Can I quickly just take this one? Good morning. I really like teachers, especially those teaching math. But the problem is that a teacher in this country has a problem. But for me, it's teaching or nothing. I so much love that job. Let's encourage people like this who love teaching to come into teaching. We celebrate you all, Nigeria workers. We love you. Thank you for all you do.
We're
going to the cake. We're going to cut the cake. I can't wait. I honestly can't wait to cut the cake. Let's go for the cake.
But is she allowed to stand? Hold on.
Right. Let's go. Okay. All right, this particular song is actually dedicated to all Nigerian workers. And it's our prayer. May God bless the work of your hands. All Nigerians. Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. For the union make us strong. Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. For the union makes us strong. Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. May the union make us strong. Solidarity forever.